Cold Snap Express Canadian Football 1995. And we're going to go ahead and play British Columbia Lions versus the Hamilton Tiger Cats. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's feature a little BC Lions. I've got a subscriber out there who mentioned he'd like to see BC Lions. I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's do it. It's a pretty good team. They were 10-8, I believe. Hamilton, I think, was 8-10. So it's kind of a decent matchup. Hamilton's on the road here, and we're going to roll the dice to see who wins the coin toss. I'm assuming the Canadians have a coin toss before their games for kickoff. I don't know. So I may be exploding my ignorance upon the scene here with that remark. Odd is home, so BC is going to get the kickoff. BC KOR. And here we go. Let's see what this British Columbia offense can do. Their kick returners at the time were Eddie Lee Thompson and Corey Philpott. They had Robert Gideon as punt returner and Spencer McClellan as punt returner and field goal return too. So it's going to be a return out to just under the 25-yard line. So I've always been fascinated by the Canadian Football League. I've tried to watch and tried to pay some attention to it over the years from a kid. But and I've tried to know the rules and respect the game. But those things aren't the same as understanding the differences and the subtle nuances of the difference in the sport. So I watched a great YouTube video by a former pro football player that also finished his career in Canada, a former quarterback. And he broke down really the differences between the sports, that really it's not just about rules. And his big observation as a quarterback, former quarterback for both pro football and NFL football and Canadian football, was you really don't realize how much bigger the field is, because he said it's like being in a parking lot. I mean, you have to have a strong arm to throw those deep outs and to throw across the field. And in pro football, American football, it's just the field's not as wide. So he said that was huge. And then he said the next big thing to get used to is that the defense must be 1 yard off the ball. So 3rd and 1 is a gimme for quarterbacks, right? 3rd and 1 is an extension of play. You snap the ball, you're going to get the first down pretty much in 3rd and short situations, because the defense must be 1 yard off the ball, which is something you don't think about. You know the rules are 3 yards. But that 1 yard gap makes a sneak, quarterback run, quarterback sneak on 3rd and short very doable. And the final piece that he mentioned that really makes it harder to play quarterback in the CFL is the motion, because you have multiple guys moving to the line of scrimmage at multiple speeds, and they're less precise in where they're going to break off the routes, etc. So he said it was very difficult for him to know exactly where they were going to find open space. So he actually thought passing in the Canadian Football League, although you have wider field and more room, he made the argument that the motion of all the different players able to move forward toward line of scrimmage at different speeds also made it more difficult to have precise passing. So interesting observations. So let's put it this way, observations of the actual sport, not just observations of the facts of what's different between the rules, right? Actual what it's like to be a quarterback in the Canadian game versus the American game, which is it's bigger than just rules, which is really cool. And that's partially why I think I enjoy watching these old CFL games on YouTube, because I can find all kinds of old CFL games. There's something about the field, just the size of the field makes the game feel really different. I don't know what it is. Okay. With that said, I will play some football now. All right, so we'll be rolling for the defense almost every occasion. And, of course, I'll be calling the offensive series for these teams. So British Columbia, with a solid offensive line, their center improves past the 55. They have a brilliant right guard in Jamie Terrace, and Vic Stevenson is a fantastic run-blocking tackle on the right side. They have wide receiver Matt Clark. They have the slot receiver Mike Trevathan, who's solid, and of course Darren Flutie is the other slot back. They also have the far wide receiver, Robert Gordon. Again, these end backs might be tight ends. I don't know exactly where they. It says wide receivers, so I'm assuming the SR is slot receivers, WR. It's not saying tight end. And then Darren McManus at quarterback. He is definitely not as good as the two, as far as completion percentage anyway, as the two American quarterbacks I just saw with Shreveport and Memphis. But he does have the bomb symbol. So if he throws something that could go deep, it will happen. His other numbers are pretty good. And then we have Corey Philpott at running back. He's the best runner I've seen yet. And we actually have a fullback who improves beyond the 55. So British Columbia, as they cross the 55, their running game improves. Pretty damn sweet. The defense on the flip side for Hamilton is pretty good. They don't have anyone who stands out except for Eric Carter. Their cornerback is fantastic. Mike O'Shea in the middle is really solid. But most of these guys are average, and some of them fluctuate depending on what side of the 55 we are on. So, all right, with that said, we're going to go ahead and start off with a run with Corey Philpott, blitz, run sequence of downs versus blitzes. 51. Two or more defensive backs rated as 0. No, that's the one thing, again, Hamilton's got the DBs to handle this. It's going to be sealed off. That's going to be a run by BC, which is going to lead to a punt. So that series of downs leads to a BC punt. And not good. The hometown fans not happy about that. Oh, the punt could be interesting. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Booms the heck out of this. Pinning Hamilton deep. All right, let's take a look at this Hamilton offense. Solid left tackle that improves beyond the 55. A guard that gets worse beyond the 55. And then both guards get worse running the ball beyond the 55. A brilliant receiver in Earl Winfield, 2-2. Manny Hazard, okay. Lee Knight's okay. Larry Thompson's okay. So they really do have one really star receiver. Anthony Calvillo. Yeah, not quite. Probably the worst quarterback I've seen out of these 4 teams so far. At least ratings. Kalen Hall, not too bad. And fullback Dean Noel is not horrible. So, but this is worse. They are worse than BC. BC looks solid. They've got a solid corner, but he does get worse beyond the 50. But they've got a run-stopping safety who's pretty good in Europe. They've got a linebacker who's really good against the pass until they cross the 50. And they have a really solid run-stopping defensive end, in Andrew Stewart. So they're pretty good, too. We're going to start with a pass with Calvillo. It's going to be a deep defense, 51. So we're getting 51s on both teams' first roll. Any player on the defensive line rated a 0 pass? No, there's no bad players. It is going to be sack. Wow, beautiful. And nope, it's straight sack. And they don't go back unless they're in scoring position. So it's just a sack, 0. And they're going to be forced to punt is Hamilton. And their punt goes 6. Their punt goes 2. It's going to be a chance at returning this. Oh, so it's no return for a touchdown. But boy, BC gets the ball in great position. Punt 1. So BC's punt, their booming 4-zone punt turns out to be the big difference so far in their chance at a scoring. And then Hamilton pooching their punt, leaving a gap for a chance for a return. Is the difference right now? It's the exchange of punts turns out to be the big difference in these two teams. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and run the ball with Corey Philpott. Now again, we're on this side of the 55, so a lot of things change on both sides of the ball. Blitz, run versus blitz, 63. Home team on offense, yes. Big hole, XR. It's going to be a score. Oh, dude, it's going to be a go. And 5. It's a touchdown. So BC with a run, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, yep, 4 run TD. And again, their extra point is AA. Ooh, can they miss this? They can miss this. but they do not. 7 points. And BC up 7-0 on the back of a Corey Philpott run. 1 is the kick, out 2. And just like that, the hometown British Columbia Lions on top thanks to a bad exchange in field position between punts. And then their running back tears one off for a touchdown. All right, Hamilton, here we go. Hamilton, we're going to go ahead and run the ball with Kalen Hall versus safe. Run versus safe is 14. Is he a C? He is a C. Gain. And the gain goes for XR. Oh, no, we got an exchange of runs in this game. 3. 1, 2, 3. So we do get a Hamilton kick return. And then we get a Hamilton run of 3. Holy cow, Hamilton blowing up there on that. So Hamilton, the fans here in British Columbia don't like to see that. It's going to be a pass series versus safe. Anthony Cavillo on a rollout. 33 could be good. Any player on the offensive backfield is 0 pass. Yes, Dean Neal, the fullback, is a 0, so it's going to be incomplete. We are in field goal range. Ooh, 4. Yeah, long field goal is B. Zone 1, 2, 3, 4. B, 4. 11 to 26. Yeah, no. No. We're going to punt. So Hamilton's going to punt. And the punt goes 3. 3 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Pinning BC inside the 25. Up 7-0 at home. And we're going into the final 5 minutes of the first quarter. All right, here we go. We're going to pass the ball with Danny McManus versus deep. 24. Any player on the offensive line rated, any player on the offensive line rated a 2 pass. Yes, Jamie Terrace. Yes, it's incomplete. They avoided the sack. So BC is incomplete versus a sack. We will punt. Dang it. BC punt. You hate to see a guy with that good just avoiding a sack, but he saved them. Again, we don't have safeties in the express games. There are no safeties. You could add safeties to the game, but he does not. He does not have them in. It's a 3 punt. 1, 2, 3, and this is going to put Hamilton in their best field position of the day, with a chance to go down the field and tie it up here in the first quarter versus BC. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to pass the ball with Cavillo. Blitz. Run series of passes versus blitz. 54. Usually not good. Sack, fumble. Hammer. BC's defense steps up. That's got to be Dave Binfield. Is Dave Binfield on this side? No, actually, he goes down on this side of the field. He's a 2 on the other side of the field. On this side of the field, he drops to a 1. Yeah, it might still be Binfield. Binfield coming after the quarterback, gets a sack, fumble. So it's going to be Hamilton, sack, fumble. And again, we do actually move it back because they're in scoring position. And look where BC is going to get the ball. BC takes over. Huge turnover as they're going to take over on the other side of the 50. And give BC a chance to extend their lead going into, before the second quarter gets underway. Hamilton, huge play for Benefield. Sack, strip, fumble. We're going to run the ball with Corey Philpott. Blitz, 61. At least one linebacker rated as 0. No, they're all solid. It's a loss with a fumble chance. No fumble chance. So, no, there is a fumble chance. Oh, my God, there is a fumble. So it's fumbled back. BC with a run, 0 fumble. And they give it right back to Hamilton. Wow, exchange of fumbles thanks to the question mark fumble. No loss, though. And Hamilton, starting the last minute of the first quarter, down 7-0 in British Columbia, gets a freebie, gets the ball right back. Hamilton's going to pass Pass is going to be up. Oh, caught him in the wrong D. This could be huge. 52. 2 or more players in the defensive line rated a 2 pass. No, nobody is. It's going to be completed. Uh-oh, this could be big time. Oh, no, it is. It's a long play. Go. Oh, they're going to score. Hamilton's going to score on a huge play. 7. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pass. 5. TD. Extra point for them is automatic. 7 points. And, folks, we got us a game to end the first quarter at 7. BC 7. It's a 7-7 ball game going into the second quarter, and of course BC will get this kickoff. Wow, that was exciting. 6. Uh-oh. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So look where BC returns the ball out to just this side of the 55. And the BC fans in full throat can't believe they gave up a touchdown there in the final minute of the first quarter following a fumble. All right, we're going to run the ball with, it's going to be Philpott. Blackwood, it doesn't matter actually, just whatever the ratings are is all that matters. It's going to be a safe run versus safe is going to be 63. 63 is fumble. Oh my God, BC run fumble. What is going on? Hamilton's going to take over right there. Gee, many Christmas. Fans here in British Columbia not happy with that outcome. Another fumble. Back-to-back fumbles in back-to-back possessions. And Hamilton strikes while it's hot. We're going to pass it in. Pass versus safe 52. 52 is 2 or more players on the defense line with 0 pass. No, it's not going to happen. It's a sack. And that does push them back. So good job, sack. -1. And that means Hamilton will have to punt. 6. Uh-oh, good chance at a return here. 2. Yep, if I roll a 1, they're gone. No, that's too bad. But look where they're at. They're on the 50. They're on this side of the 55 again. But British BC almost returned that for a touchdown. That would have been really nice. What an exciting game. We've had turnovers. We've had a bomb. We've had a big run. We've had a punt almost returned for a touchdown. Sweet. All right, BC. We're gonna pass the ball with McManus. It's gonna be safe pass versus safe 55. Any DB rated a 2 pass. Yep, Eric Carter of Hamilton is gonna pick this off. Passer grade is 1 or less. No, he's a 4, so it's picked off. McManus throws another. That's another turnover for BC. 1. 3 zones ahead, though. He throws a bomb down the sidelines, picked off way deep. All right, so that's not so bad. That's equal to a punt. And in this game, where every single series takes 1 tick, that literally is pretty much the same as a punt. Wow, but man, that's 3 straight turnovers for the BC offense. 2 fumbles and now an interception. What can we do? What can we do? Hometown fans are getting a little ornery here. All right, Hamilton, we're going to go ahead and run the ball with Kalen Hall, or we're just going to run the ball. Kalen Hall featured man. 5 is up. Oh, they're in the right defense. BC ready for this. 31. At least 1 player rated 2 in the offensive backfield. No one. It's going to be dumped. So run for nothing. BC's defense comes up and sticks them. It's going to force a punt for Hamilton. Punt of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Hamilton punt 4. And BC, inside their own 40, gets the ball back. This is a crowd anxious. They want to see some points. They want to see some offense. No more turnovers, the crowd says. Here we go. We're going to pass the ball. It's going to be safe versus 54 is a fumble. They just fumbled it away again. Fumble lost. Hamilton takes over right there. Man, the fans here in BC now are raining down hellfire upon the heads of the players as they come off the field. What the heck are you guys? I don't know what the Canadian equivalent is for You know, I don't know what the Canadian slay is for losers, but they're probably raining down some hisses and boos upon these guys. That is their fourth turnover in a row. Going back to the 14th minute of the first quarter, fumble, interception, fumble. 4 straight possessions, 4 straight turnovers. How BC is holding on here is anybody's guess. We're going to run the ball with Kalen Hall. It's going to be up. So they're in the right D, though. This is part of it. BC's holding tight. Is the runner a D or better? He is. It's a gain. Uh-oh. This could be the one that breaks the camel's back. Nope, it's only one. Boom. That's because that up defense, boy. So BC's not been caught in the wrong D. But that is a first down. And they're closing the gap. We're going to pass the ball versus safe. 35. I just can't believe it, man. BC with 4 straight turnover drives. 35 is 2 or more receivers, a 2. Earl Winfield's it. He's the only guy. It's a 2. It's incomplete. That's going to put a stop to that drive. And Hamilton's going to trot out a kicker, which would give them the lead. 2, and their field goal is A. And 11-65. It's good. Field goal, 3 points. And Hamilton takes the lead. BC with a kick return. Look at that. And that's, listen, to have 4 turnovers, it's only led to 10 points. So they've had a total of 4 turnovers, and there's been 10 points scored off turnovers. That's pretty good. The BC defense doing about as well as they could under those conditions, too. The return is out 2 blocks. So you can't really fault them. They're still only 3 points out of this after 4 straight turnovers. So if BC can right their offensive ship here at home, you'd think they're going to find a way to win this ball game. Again, these two teams were only a couple of games apart, 10-8 versus 8-10. So this isn't an easy out for BC. But right, we're going to pass with McManus. Here it is. Oh man, it's going to be up defense. We caught him. We caught him in the wrong D. 35. 2 or more receivers, tight ends are 2. No, we don't have any. We don't have any. That's too bad. It's incomplete. Dang it. So BC, if they're not turning it over, they aren't able to get the first. They're going to have to punt. Down by 3, though. You want to punt. Keep playing smart. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And we're going to put them on their side, of the opposite side of the 40. Whew. This is tough, man. BC in a dogfight. They're hanging in there after lots of turnovers. Hamilton in the final 2 minutes. And here we go. We're going to run. It's going to be up sequence. 65. Up sequence 65. 2 or more linebackers rated to 0. No, not going to happen. These guys are solid. It is flattened. So run for nothing. Hamilton's going to be forced to punt. And this punt will be the final play. And it's going to be a punt of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to end the half. Boomering punt. And Hamilton's going to get the only points of that quarter as BC struggles mightily. Hamilton up at halftime. 10-7. Holy cow. Hamilton gets the ball to start the second half. Their kick return is, chance for this to be a score. No, it's going to be 3. Hamilton, 1, 2, 3. So Hamilton now wants to control the ball for a minute and a half. That'd be nice. We're going to run. It's going to be safe. 63 on a run is fumble. Hamilton gives it right back, folks. Fumble. Holy cow. BC fans roar when they see their defense come out of that scrum with the ball. And the fans roar when they see the referee, the umpire, the back judge, the line judge, whoever the guy is in Canadian football, to signal that first down on behalf of the British Columbia Lions. And we're going to run the ball with Phil Paul. He scored from this range earlier. It's going to be run versus safe. 11. Is the runner double asterisk? No. Tackled. Dang it. Run for nothing. They aren't field goal range. This would tie it up. Their field goal kicker is a double A. We're definitely kicking it. 3 zones out, double A's. 11-55. And it's good, baby. So BC is going to add to this. 3 points, and that's going to tie the ball game up. Hamilton with a kickoff. Another turnover another turnover leads to points for the opposing team. 3. Turnovers are killer in football. Absolutely. I don't care if you're playing arena football, college football, high school football, pee-wee football, Canadian football. Right? Turnovers are bad. Turnovers are bad. Here we go. Hamilton takes over at between their own 25 and 40. And we're going to pass the ball versus deep. 54 is good. That's going to be home team on offense. Nope, it's picked off, baby. Hamilton throws an INT. And it's going to go 3 zones downfield, though. 1, 2, 3. So it was a bomb downfield picked off. And BC takes over. They're starting to even up the turnover differential. So British Columbia, their defense is keeping them in it. And now their defense is beginning to wrest the ball back and evening up that turnover differential that probably would have cost BC. Hamilton fumbled, and now Hamilton's thrown a pick. So what a game, man. This is dogfight. All right, BC's going to run again with Philpott. It's going to be deep. Ooh, I like it. They're going to run on a deep defense. 55. Is at least one defensive back's a 2. Yeah, Eric Carter is a monster. Tripped up. Damn. Eric Carter. He comes up and trips their guy up. We're going to have to punt. BC, a punt of 3. 1, 2, 3. What a game, man. It's 10-10. Neither offense can quite get in the zone. Crazy, 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 crazy. All right, here we go. Hamilton, 7th minute of the 3rd quarter. Hamilton in British Columbia in a tie game. We're going to pass the ball with Cavello. 5. 5 is up. Wrong defense. This could hurt. This could hurt. 52. 2 or more players in the defensive line rated a 2 pass. No, nobody's a 2. It's completed. Oh no, this could be really bad. 3. 3 is XP. That's what I was afraid of. So again, Cavello's going to hit a big play here. 6 is go. Oh, touchdown. 9. Are you kidding me? Pass. 9 TD. Extra point is automatic. Gee, many Christmas. Yeah, extra points automatic. Holy cow. Hamilton strikes hard there. Caught them in the wrong D. It led to touchdowns, and it's going to be BC with a kick return. The hometown fans are stunned. Just completely stunned. Kickoff returns 2 zones out. And BC, look, I mean, the way they're playing Hamilton, they are a little better than 500. Hamilton's a little worse than 500. But, boy, you can definitely see that, you can see where BC could probably beat worse teams, but it's probably not going to beat better teams. And that's the definition of a... However, they were 2 games better than 500, so... I would expect BC to be a little better here, but the dice dictate, don't they? The dice dictate. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run the ball. It's going to be deep. That's what we want. Run versus deep. And it's going to be 31. Run versus deep, 31. This could be huge. At least one player rated a 2 on the offensive backfield. Yes, his name is Corey Philpott. And he's going to go for a gain. Now they want a big one here. 5. They're going to get it. 3. 1, 2, 3. So a big run. And finally, no turnover. Oops, run. 3. BC on the march now, down by 7. They need this score. We're going to run again. Uh-oh, versus blitz. 24. 24. 2 or more players rated a 2 in the backfield. Yes, the fullback goes up to a 2 on this side of the 50. So they're going to end up big block. So Blackwood, the fullback, gets a big block. It's going to create another gain. And this gain is 2 more. 1, 2. So their backs are getting it done. That is 50 yards in 2 minutes. Running the ball. Very nice. BC needs this score to tie the ball game. We cannot run again without automatic defense, so I will pass here. 2. 2 is going to be deep. pass versus deep. Oh, 54 is usually a fumble. No, home team on offense. Yep, it's completed. So being at home, that's where being at home is a big deal. And it's going to be 2, touchdown, pass to TD. Extra point for these guys is good. 7 points. And BC gets the job done to tie it up. We got a heck of a game going on here. 1, kickoff out to 2 blocks. KOR2 and Hamilton. They've had every opportunity. Let's put it this way. If they had not turned it over 4 times in a row, I think they would be probably winning this game 13, maybe 17-3 or something. 17-7. Yeah, matter of fact, 10 of their 17 points came directly during that period. So they would be up maybe 10, maybe 14-0 if BC had not had 4 straight turnovers. Here we go. Hamilton with the ball at the 13th minute mark of the 3rd quarter. We're going to go ahead and pass it. Safe. 26. 2 or more players in the offensive line rated a 0 pass. Nope. It's going to be complete. It says Q less than 10. It is not less than 10. So we get to roll. 2. He's going to go for 2 yards. 1, 2. So Cavello passes him out 20 yards. Keeping the drive alive. And here we go. We're going to run now. It's going to be a blitz. 25. 3 or more players rated a 2 on the offense. Okay, that's good. Nope, not on the side of the 50. 1. No, he's going to get flattened. A couple of yards. So Hamilton, run for 0. They have to punt. That's a heartbreaker. This will end the quarter, by the way. Punt of 2 is 3. 1, 2, 3. BC takes over inside their own 25 to start the 4th. And wow, we had some scores. BC gets 3. And so BC's going to score 10 that quarter. And Hamilton's going to score 7. Wow, somehow BC, the way all this started, it is 17-17, folks. 4th quarter. This is huge. So Hamilton got 7. BC got 10. This 4th quarter is going to be worth sitting through. Woo-wee! What a game. What a game. Can BC put together a long drive, eat up time, and get points? Let's see if we can do it. Let's go with a run first. Blitz. 33. At least 1 player rated 0 on the offensive line. Nope, not going to happen, so it's going to be a gain. Let's see if we can just make a nice long drive. Oh, no, he's going to rip off a big run. Oh, they may score. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy cow. BC's hometown fans thrilled as their running game is dominating today. If they just don't put the ball on the ground, holy cow. Philpott and Blackwood getting the job done. We're going to run again. Why not? Versus deep. So they expect to pass. 61. At least 1 linebacker is 0. No, not going to happen. It's going to be a loss. So run 0. It's a tie game. We're in field goal range with a darn good kicker. 11-65 on zone 2. We're going to kick it because we only have one way to miss. And we made it. So BC takes the lead at home. The fans roar as BC exercises their demons here starting the 4th quarter. And they finally wrest the lead back. They have been behind. They fought back. Then they gave it up. They got the touchdown pass. And that gave them the lead. So they took the lead at the 11th minute. Or no, so they tied the game at the 11th minute mark with 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. And they have finally, after being behind for I don't know how many total minutes, they have finally taken the lead at the 3-minute mark of the 4th quarter. The kickoff. 2. So Hamilton, once they wrested the lead away in the 2nd, had it all that time, and now BC finally, hometown fans have something to cheer about. Kickoff return 2. Now Hamilton's actually been very successful passing. We're going to go ahead and pass here. Blitz. Oh, I don't know if that's good. 55 is usually good. Any DV rated to 2. Yep, his name is Charles Gordon. It's going to be picked off. Charles Gordon with another interception for this BC defense. What's the distance? Oh, a chance to return it for a touchdown. Holy cow. I roll for how many backs? So I only have to roll a 2 or better, and they're going to pick 6 this. Pick 6, BC's defense. Holy cow. It's going to be a BC pick 6. Holy cow. Extra point is automatic. Holy cow. 7 for BC. Their defense scores. Hamilton with the kickoff. That is awesome as heck. So now they're up by 10 and the fans are roaring, as that is exactly what BC expects. We got to beat these guys. So the better team has found a way to fight back, and it turns out turnovers are putting them on track. BC with a pick 6 at the 5th minute mark of the 4th. Hamilton following the kick return out to the 3. All right, Hamilton's got to score now. We're going to have to pass again. Safe. 15. Is the passer a C? No, a B. Nope, it's incomplete. Do we go for it? Down by 10. Not a lot of time here. We're just at the midway mark of the 4th, down by 10. Yeah, we got to punt. We got to punt. Hamilton will go ahead and punt. This is dangerous because remember, as you write them in, you take up a whole minute of play. But a turnover could change things too. Oh, and it's a horrible punt. BC fans are thrilled with a 2-block punt. And the BC fans know now the odds are in their favor. They're going to go on and win this ballgame as long as they avoid the turnover. With that said, we're going to run. We do have a good running game here. 4 is safe. Run versus safe, 26. At least one player rated a 2 on the offensive line. Yes, indeed. His name is Jamie Terrace. And it's going to be a gain. Cuts down the defender. And it's a 2-block gain. And they're in field goal range, boys. BC, run 2. And look at this. BC's eating clock, too, which is also important here. We're going to run again. It's going to be safe versus 42 this time. 42, 2 more players rated 0 in the offensive backfield. No. It's going to be a gain. They're eating clock and they're driving the rock on the ground. Gets another first down. Run a 1. We're in the final 5 minutes of the 4th quarter, folks, and they're up by 10. They just want to avoid turnovers, eat clock, and get cheap points. BC, we have no choice. I'm going to run it again, but they get the automatic right defense, but I don't care. We're going to run it. We're going to keep pounding them. 35. 35 is 2 or more players rated 0 on the offense. On the offense, that's the entire offense. He goes up, actually. He goes down. That's 1. He goes up. Wow. Look at that. Only 1 guy is a 0. That's a gain. What a great... This team in the clutch on this side of the 50. 5. 5 is 1. They're down inside the 10. So the BC running game is dominating here. BC with another play. There's just not going to be enough time left for Hamilton to do anything. And at this point, same thing. We're going to run. Why not? 35. This one says 2 or more players is 0 on the offense. No, only 1. It's a gain. It's going to be a touchdown no matter what I roll. Run, TD, extra point we know is good. And holy cow, BC's blown up in the 4th quarter, folks. What a butt whooping. This game was much closer than the 4th quarter is going to show. I say that. I don't know why people say that, but the reality was it was close until the 4th quarter. 4-3 out. Oh, Hamilton has been decimated. The fans here in BC, patient. They knew that their team was a better team. They just needed to be patient, not panic, and boom, look what happened. Okay, we're going to pass the ball versus blitz. 14. Is he a C? He is. It's completed. For 2. 2 is 30 yards. 1, 2, 3. They beat the blitz. Hamilton. Kickoff return. Hamilton pass. And this is it. The final play of the game. We're going to go ahead and throw the ball for the end zone. Versus, it's going to be deep. They're going to be in the right prevent defense. 36. Defensive penalty sustains the drive. Gives them a cheat. That's a penalty. +1. We're going to go ahead and give them one more play. Oops. Hamilton with one more play thanks to that penalty, and it's going to be pass versus deep. 42 is any tight end rated a 0. Oh, yep, there sure are. It's incomplete. So they end up throwing the ball, trying to get into the end zone. It dies, and BC roars. BC fans clear the bench, or BC players clear the bench. Happy with that. Meeting out on the field as the fans excited. BC gets 3, 10, 17 points for British Columbia in the fourth quarter. Hamilton gets shut out, folks. Wow, what a game. That was a ball game. It was all Hamilton for quarters 2 and 3. Fourth quarter, once BC stopped turning it over, they could get their stuff together. They could run the ball. They could do all the things they do well. 27 to 34. Beautiful game by BC. Nice. Outstanding. That has been Cold Snap Express, the 1995 CFL set of teams. Perfect game there, man. And this was interesting. The real kicker was BC with 4 straight turnovers. They fought. They hung in there, down by 3 at half. They found a way to get a field goal following a Hamilton fumble. Then they ended up getting Hamilton ends up going down the field with 9-play touchdown pass. But BC never fails. They fight back and they get their own TD pass. And then we go into the fourth and it's a tie ball game, folks, 17-17. But then all hell breaks loose as BC hits the field goal. Then the pick 6 breaks their back. And then all BC has to do is go on a long streak of runs, punching it in. Hamilton then forced to do whatever they can, just try to score quickly, and they end up, of course, unfortunately, don't score quickly, and then they ultimately run out of time. BC 34, Hamilton 17. Thanks for watching. Good day.